All right, MES futures traders, let's start our weekend homework. We're going to do two things. Number one, we're going to recap last week. And then two, we're going to mark our levels going into the new week and get a glimpse into what's going to happen this week in trading. Each Sunday, I draft two things. Number one is our strong levels. That is the most important levels going into the next week of trading. And then based upon where we're at on the chart and the strong levels, I map out where we want to go long and where we want to go short. Your only job then is to wait until we hit those zones and trade based upon trade location. Let's take a peek at this week's strong levels. Now, did I know we were going to have a monster gap down? No, I did not, but we had a beautiful gap down. And so these are levels I wasn't 100% sure we were going to be testing this week. But as you can tell based upon the arrows, how well these strong levels helped shape price action, which helps us develop our daily trade plan called our battle plan. So we'll know where we're interested in going long and where we are interested in going short. So Monday was a holiday, no battle plan trades. And then going into Tuesday, we mapped out new battle plan trades. Battle plan trade number 2 mapped out and number 4 mapped out. Of course, for number 2, it didn't follow through all the way to where we had hoped, which might be writing on the wall the bulls aren't as strong as we want them to be at this point. Battle plan 4, if you happen to be in London or in Europe or an international trader or up really early, you had a beautiful battle plan trade 4 long. So after the RTH closed on Tuesday, a new set of battle plan trades were drafted for Tuesday night and Wednesday. Battle plan 1 worked out overnight, and then battle plan 2 worked out late London morning, early New York morning. I was actually in that trade. I was up 80 points at one point. I had my stop at 30. It came back and got me out at 30 before that massive Trump candle that sent it up. Had I been able to stay in that lotto runner, my stop would now be under the last Thursday and Friday RTH lows, locking in a 100 pointer. Sometimes price moves without you. It's not your move on your terms. No big deal. What do? There's another high probability trade around the corner. You set back tight, you map out where you want to go long, where you want to go short, and you wait for those setups. That's what you do when you are not in the move. So at the end of Wednesday, after that monster Trump candle, it is really difficult to find high quality entries after a move like that. The play was to already be long, but I did map out some battle plan trades. None of them activated, so no big deal. What do? You wait to the New York session and you trade the price action as you're presented. Now, if you'll watch this recap video here, it is a cut up of Zoom showing you where I went short, when I got out of the short, and went reverse long. One of the things we're really, really good at in our group is the turnaround trade, knowing where is this trade ending. So when was that short ending, and when should we be looking for longs? If you want to see that play-by-play call out, make sure you watch the Thursday recap video. At the end of Wednesday, mapped out new battle plan trades because at least we consolidated in the upper distribution. So high quality trades were a little bit easier to draft out. If you took battle plan number 2 there at the opening of the ETH session, nice 20 pointer you could have easily captured there. And then if you took battle plan trade 3 during the RTH session, a 28 pointer there. And I want to give a shout out to Michelle because she messaged me and told me she took that trade and it made her week. So a very nice day for battle plan trades here. So how did we do last week? Well, I believe the battle plan, you could have captured 80 points by following the battle plan. Now, prices went further. There might have been a trade that went 25 points, but I believe you might have only captured 10 points. I only counted 10 points towards that 80. So it's the number that I believe you could have captured with proper trading. Zoom, big week on Zoom. 150 captured points if you could have taken every single trade and held to the right spot to get out. Simple core strategy, what you learned if you become a full member, was 65 plus points. The reason for the plus, because depending on how you did your runner management on those, I think it made a difference. So that's why it says 65 plus. 65 at the minimum, and in my opinion, if you would have taken them all, which you will not do. You will not take all the battle plan trades. You will not take all the Zoom trades. You will not take all the core strategy trades. But if you did, this could have been the potential results. Here are the session levels I would bring forward into next week. Pause the video and make sure you have these levels marked. These are the single prints and VPOCs. Feel free to pause the video and make sure these are on your chart. So where are we? Last Sunday, we talked about this daily trend line, and I remarked MES futures is very vulnerable here. Then we got the big gap down, and then the ladder down, and then the beautiful reversal trade that we caught with our battle plan trade there on Wednesday. So we are under this daily trend line, and we need to retest that. So on Wednesday, you had the massive expansion candle to the north. What happens after expansion? Usually a period of consolidation. And that's where we're at now. We are wound up tightly. The crock pot is hot. The pressure cooker is making the whistling noise. A big move is inbound. What is going to be the catalyst for the big move, and which direction will it go? Well, I wish I knew which direction it would go, but I do know where I want to go long. I do know where I want to go short. And the goal is to hold a runner. And if it moves your direction, you are going to be in that trade. It doesn't matter which way this thing's going to go. What matters is that you're looking for the right trades in the right trade location, AKA battle plan, and hold a runner just in case it breaks your direction. So what are some possible upcoming catalysts? What about Wednesday when there's earnings for Microsoft, Meta, Tesla, and Thursday, Apple? Could these be market moving? You bet your bottom dollar. And then what about news drivers for the week? Well, look what is also on Wednesday, FOMC, and rounding out the week, the end of the month on Friday with core PPI. If you're already a member, I'll talk to you later. If you're interested in possibly becoming a member, hang out with me and I'm going to talk a little bit about our membership levels. So the bronze package is $2.50 per trading day. You get access to the battle plan. That's where we want to go long and where we want to go short, mapped out on the chart, and our strong levels indicator. That is the bronze package. For those who wants that, plus joining us for our daily AM Zoom for the price action analysis and other trades, the silver package is for you. And then for the people who want to have access to our entire suite of technology and indicators and the Discord group, you want to check out the gold package, okay? So you get everything from the battle plan to the strong levels indicator, the live trading on Zoom every day, our journaling software and trades analytics software. It is so cool. So what the trade analytics does is you, in your account, you download your CSV file, let's say from NinjaTrader or Trade of 8, you drop it in there and it does all kind of analysis for you, showing you which days you trade best, what times you trade best, what days and times you trade the worst, all kinds of analytics on your trading. It's really cool. And then of course the daily journal software where you should be doing that. Okay. And then there's the trade plan builder. Let's sit down and go through absolutely everything you need to think about to develop a real trade plan, to finally put it down on paper and get it printed out and have it in your hands. So that trade plan builder to me is a wonderful benefit. Of course, the Discord community where iron sharpens iron. We're there to help each other. This is a clean language professional group. Everybody goes by their name. This is probably unlike any other Discord group you have been a member of. And then I do have what's called Trader Games. It's actually a video game that as you are learning the levels that are contained in the Core Strategy Academy, you can go play that video game and try to mark your levels, and then it will give feedback based upon what you did. Okay. So the Trader Games is really, really cool. And then the entire suite of custom trading view indicators, our strong levels, our essentials, our pre-flight, our custom volume profile indicator, that's all included. And then you have the training portion. So this is the book learning. This is the Core Strategy Academy. The onboarding will get you inside of Discord and the indicators. Then you'll submit some charts to prove that you know exactly how to mark the levels. We'll go deeper into advanced topics like the range boxes and reversal boxes and doing end of the day charts, all kinds of things to get you prepared to be ready to trade with us live on Zoom every day. And in fact, Zoom is like a college class in price action. You come to the lab, we watch price action, we call it live, we trade it live, and together we trade better.